Well, the skies are clearing. It's the tail end of that front that came through. Not much of a storm. For us to get up, I don't know, 8, 9 inches in here. You see over to the southeast. What's southeast? Let's see, I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to get my bearings in here. These cross-country ski poles are pointless in here. But, anyhow, this tree, lightning strike. Like I mentioned this before in other videos. I have 4 YouTube sites under my full name, Charles Freeman Murray, Roma Suffix 3. But anyways, I've been posting up there for the last 2 years. I got another 100 force videos, but what it does, it hits the crown and it blows out at the bottom. You know, it always seems to do that. Fortunately, most of the time, not much of a problem with ignition, you know. By doing it for the last 25 years, is other than 2 or 3 years we weren't in a drought at all. We've always been in a mild drought. In the last quarter century, you've had half a dozen, well, more recently, half a dozen severe droughts. You have, you know, several 100-year-old trees. Check that by the tree rings, dendrochronology, right? It'll still come down. At the higher elevations, because the earth is so parched, even the root system. And people have some awareness. I've limited myself, but the communication through the earth, the root systems of the trees, how they'll communicate. People don't seem to place a lot of, I don't know, believability in that, but Mother Earth is wondrous. All we've ever done is robbed, raped, pillaged her. Yeah, she's really done well by us, hasn't she? On the last video, I was talking about coming here, contrary to what Sylvester Stallone does. It doesn't do for a lifestyle. I guarantee you. Oh, this is a tree I worked on. That's some of the cut. Again, with a maul, you're not cutting wood, you're compressing the fibers. I mean, unless you use it like in concert with a wedge to split logs, but it's not quite the same thing. So I was talking about, you know, everybody has such a high regard for whatever his full name is, like Tom Cruise Mapplethorpe. You should be proud of your name. Anyways, Stallone, total scumbag. Stood up, Trump came back. You came back like Rocky, man. Yeah, fucking movie, dude. Real life, he's never had a hard day's work in his life. I guarantee you that. Anybody that knows him or is would wish to contravene what I have to say, you're welcome to do so. It was Jason Statham several years ago on Facebook. If indeed it was him, I have no reason to believe that it wasn't, but he simply liked a video I had at the time when I did a comparison of having lifted more weight in one day than Stallone and Schwarzenegger together combined. He used to work New England Produce Center in Chelsea. 6-7 days a week, up to 18 hours a day. Hey, somebody's been in here. This is the main trail. One person anyway. But yeah, so Chelsea, Mass. Anyhow, I worked for, there were 75 companies there, and Boston Market had 35 companies behind it. And all those companies over the years, I had contracts with 35 of them, unloading, or the colloquial term, having been a lumper. Trailers used to take one guy like 2-3 hours to do a trailer. My fastest record was 49 minutes in a closed trailer with open vents at the end, no airflow, bacteria, mold, breathing in the entire time. Still set a record for the market. So, as I gabbing on about, yeah, freight cars are 140,000 pounds on average. One day, that's a public golf course over there behind the trees. 2 freight cars, 280,000 pounds, and 85,000 pound double weighted 55-foot dummy log frozen cabbage came in from North Carolina. So we got 280 and 85. 365,000 pounds in one day. Not bad. So, just getting over the flu or whatever the feck it was. 2 weeks. So, that's another reason why my breathing is impaired. But otherwise, I'd be out here doing some sprints out here. It's like on the beach one summer. I was getting up to 225 pounds. And at less than 6 foot, that's not a good idea. So, point is that my doctor recommended to lose some weight. So, not a bad idea. He lost 70 pounds. Took him a year. He was a little chunky himself. In 3 months, I dropped 53 pounds. Nahant Beach, on the border, Lynn, Mass, Nahant, or Kings Beach, Nahant Beach. Twice a day, morning and afternoons, before and after work. At that time, I was working daytime. Nungham Produce Center was nighttime. Anyhow, start 9, 10, 11 at night. What was I saying? Echo reverberates, rebounds in here. Just like the wind when it comes through here. It's amazing. It'll take down trees. I mean, freight train winds with the power and force behind them to knock you over. Anyhow, so yeah, rough sand, barefoot, a mile and a half on the beach. Inside bay, boulders, strewn boulders. I put my sneakers back on and I ran the boulders. Would slide every now and then. A lot of scars on my shins to prove that. But anyhow, yeah, I remember a state police sergeant down at the end at NBC said to me when I was coming back up off the wall, he said, you all right? Kind of like, I mean, I saw you fall and all, but like, do you need maybe me to take you someplace and they can evaluate you? So I said, no, I enjoyed to do this. There's another section I cleared. But this is a recent tree. Came down. I've got to get to right here underneath the snow. But over here, there was strewn trees right here. I had to clear them. Not that one, but this one here. It was all across. All across. Quite a bit to do that day. But so I come in here. So it's the same. Back to that. And Jason Statham, anybody knows him? Asking me if he remembers that. So more weight in one day than Stallone and Schwarzenegger combined. I mean, 365,000 pounds. Not too shy, huh? The Spanish guys down the market. Hispanic, Spanish, Latino. Call me, who was it? I'm trying to remember. I know yeah, Hombre Doro, I think. Somebody told me it meant Superman. Like, well, I appreciate the recognition or accolade, but not quite so. Anyhow, well, there might be some gals that would argue the point with me. Yeah, as I'm saying, higher elevations, the trees will come down because of severe droughts we've had in New England. Anyhow, yada yada. And I've cleared this quite a bit too. Make it passable. All right. Signing off once again.